was a gold medal. In the men's team competition, that was a gold medal. So 3 gold medals so far today and 1 bronze medal. And
2 bronze medals.
Well, let's see. They had the bronze medal in the team competition, in the women's team competition. Then they won the men's team competition, won the mixed team competition, mixed team gold medal. Oh, that's right. I forgot about Choi Mi-sun.
Just won
yes,
the female bronze medal match.
All right. So now they go for, well, we take a break from Korea at least, and we'll have 2 archers from, there are other countries who are here. There were 96 countries who came to Copenhagen, Denmark. Trust me, folks, guarantee you, Taylor will guarantee you, there were other countries, and we're going to see 2 of them right here. Venezuela.
It's a very interesting story here. I wasn't around for almost all of last year, so I'm not too familiar with this archer myself, but he seems to almost come out of nowhere, and he's performing brilliantly at the moment at this competition.
This is Elias Malave. Elias Malave from Venezuela. And as Taylor Worth just told you, a young man who has just charged onto the scene here of late. This week he won his quarterfinal match 6-4 and then lost to Kim Woo-jin 6-4. No shame in that, losing to Kim Woo-jin by that score. So he gave a challenge to Kim Woo-jin, and now he'll have another challenge on his hand with the great Japanese archer Furukawa Takaharu, whom this week defeated Moro Nespoli 6-0. That's impressive. And then dropped a 6-0 decision to the great Dutchman Rick van der Ven, whom we'll see momentarily in the men's gold medal match. But this should be a good one. Furukawa Takaharu taking on Elias Malave. Takaharu, 30 years old, 16th in the world, was ranked as high as 4th in the world a year ago. And this is a seasoned archer who won a silver medal at the Olympics in London back in 2012 and has competed in 3 Olympiads altogether, Athens, Beijing, and London.
It's a fantastic achievement, let alone to go to 1, let alone 3 almost back-to-back. So we had a camp with the Japanese archers at the end of last year, and Mr. Furukawa was absolutely fantastic the entire time, shooting amazingly and just a great all-round person.
He's a good bloke.
He certainly is. He's a great bloke.
Starts off with a 9, and so now the first shot that we'll see from Elias Malave, his first time on this stage. Although he did compete in the London Olympics, so he's been to the big show before. It's not his first rodeo, as we say in the States. Mr. Furukawa increasing his advantage and knowingly nodding to his coach. Great shot by Elias Malave.
Great recovery there. Obviously his first one popped a little bit higher, but he's made the correct adjustments, and now he's back in the middle.
As is Furukawa Takaharu.
Fantastic.
Who will take the first set.
Drifting a little bit high and right again.
So Malave going back and re-strategizing after that opening set. That's a settle down set. Getting used to the situation and the setting. His first time out here on the big stage today.
Being overwhelmed by the nerves and the pressure you put on yourself to perform well on this stage. So hopefully he can calm down and relax a little bit so he can show us why he made us here in the first place.
As a nation, Venezuela made its presence felt this past week here in Copenhagen. A lot of archers doing quite well for Venezuela this week.
That's great to hear. Another competitive country back in the fold, so we have to always keep on our backs, and every year the whole world takes another step up.
In fact, the women's team from Venezuela made it to the bronze medal match in compound competition yesterday, went up against Korea, and close match for the most part. Korea pulled away to win by 5, but they did get into that match. yesterday. Some tremendous matches yesterday as well as today. As you take a good look at the style and the form of Elias Malave of Venezuela, 25 years old, ranked 80th in the world. And Furukawa Takaharu, who's had his share of great head-to-head matches with Ocean Yuck. Today matched up against the 25-year-old Venezuelan. I would guess we will see a lot of the archers from Venezuela when we get to Medellin in September, stage 4. Brilliant shot by Malave to start the second set. And Malave right off the bat with the advantage.
Very nicely done there.
Malave looking for his first medal on the world stage. Been competing for 5 years. He finds himself now tied here in the second set at 19 apiece with Furukawa.
He wasn't quite happy with that shot, but whatever he did, he managed to get it into the middle.
Bottom line business, isn't it?
Very much so. And there's a 10. That's how he made it to this World Championship bronze medal match.
Launched the missile and landed it in the 10 ring. Needs a 10, gets a 9. Set goes to Elias Malave of Venezuela. So we're tied at 2 apiece.
He takes his second set. It is 2-2.
Looks like he was able to calm down a little bit for that second set so he could perform a lot better as he would want to.
Being photobombed right there. Elias Malave tying the match at 2 apiece. Our next to last match of the World Championships this weekend here in Copenhagen. Stay with us, though. We've got the medal ceremonies also coming up. After the men's gold medal match, then we will have the exchange of flags as Copenhagen will hand off to Mexico. Of course, Mexico hosting the World Championships in Mexico City in 2017. And then we'll be treated to an exhibition match, which combines recurve and compound archers from Mexico and Denmark going up against each other. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. And in fact, you asked some questions about that, and I don't know the answer. I'm not sure how they're going to set up the targets.
Well, I'm assuming they would have one target at each distance,
right?
Because recurve shoots 70 meters and compound shoot 50. Maybe they'll make a compromise and they'll both shoot 60 meters. But only time will tell to see how they set up the field.
We'll see how that works out. Should be fun, though. So more in store here on Archery TV, where we hope you're enjoying our live shot-by-shot coverage. Whatever time of day it may be and whatever part of the world you may be logging on and watching. As Furukawa tied at 2-all in set points. Posting some 9, Malave.
Takes another early lead there and takes another 10 on the first shot. Mr. Furukawa a little bit high again.
Pair of 10s. Right now that's beating a pair of 9s. So 8 points here will take the set and put Malave ahead in the match, and he gets it in the 9 ring. So the set goes to Elias Malave of Venezuela, bidding to pick up his first medal on the world stage. at a World Championship event, no less.
Probably only one time where a three of a kind will lose you a hand or lose you a set in something.
That helicopter high above, I've got to think that it's providing great shots, but just one more distraction, one more thing that these archers have to deal with and block out.
It depends how mentally prepared and how mentally strong the archers are. I've been at times shooting in a match and been completely oblivious as to everything going on around me. And people have asked me afterwards, you know, did you hear that? Did you hear this? I'm like, no, I had no idea what was going on.
So you didn't hear that siren going off on the police car a few minutes ago.
And then there's been other times when I haven't been focused and heard everything from the flies landing on my hat to a car driving past to a horn a couple of blocks away.
The leaves rustling in the wind.
Exactly. It just depends on how prepared you are and how mentally strong you are.
Well, both of these archers obviously very mentally strong. And we're finding out, we knew that about Furukawa Takaharu. We had not seen Elias Malave in this situation before. We're finding out about him.
Mr. Furukawa took an early lead here, winning the first set, but now he finds himself down 4-2.
He's dropped the last two sets. Or perhaps we should rephrase that and say that Elias Malave has won the last two sets. Put a star by it. Could be on the line. If so, it's a 10. And there's Furukawa Takaharu. Got his smile back.
I think that was a big sigh of relief there.
Malave, 8.
That's unfortunate to shoot an 8 at this stage in the match when he could have closed it out.
An emboldened Furukawa Takaharu.
Well, that will clinch him the set and tie it all up at 4-0, so we will go to a fifth set here.
Trying to get back into the groove. Malave with a 9. And so we're tied at 4. But you could see Furukawa Takaharu did get back into the groove.
Definitely, they were very strong shots. Even though his second one was a little bit wayward in his release and his follow-through, he managed to get it in the middle. So, as all other bronze medal matches so far, there is fight left in these archers. They will fight for their chance to win that bronze medal.
So another match that will go the full 5 sets here in Copenhagen. Along with Taylor Worth from Australia, I'm Carl Archey. And we're so glad to have you watching the World Championships, I should say, here on Archery TV. Peter Elzinga, good to see Peter, who celebrated his 3rd anniversary this past week. Lost his match that day, but it was his anniversary, so he was still a happy man.
You win some, you lose some. Lost his match, but
there'll be other matches.
He's winning in life.
Yes, that's right. I believe his wife's name is Vanessa, and I was very impressed. He had on his shoes stitched in her name. That's what love is all about, Taylor.
It's very sweet.
It is very sweet. So even though he was a little bit down about losing the match, it was still his 3rd anniversary.
If you're happy at home, you're happy everywhere.
That's right.
A little bit long there for Furukawa.
Furukawa not happy at all about that.
There was a big wobble there right at the end.
That one got away. So a great opportunity now, right now for Malave. Takes advantage, puts up the 9. And in this 5th set, leads by 2.
He would have felt the weight of the world just ease up on his shoulders as he saw that happen.
Furukawa Takaharu trying to battle back. Malave. Little wobbly, but good enough for a 9.
Good enough. Furukawa needs a 10 here to be anywhere close. And there
Wants
it
a
is.
10, gets the 10.
Nicely done.
So he dials up the pressure ever so slightly for Malave, who has to come through with a 9 to clinch this medal.
Gold to win the medal. 8 to force the shoot off. It's an
8.
8.
And 8.
Ooh, we go to a shoot off.
8 is not enough. It does go to a shoot off. It was in his hands. He could have controlled his fate.
I think Mr. Furukawa will be very relieved at that. He's got another chance to take a bite.
Wow, they split the set. They tie and split the set. Can only imagine the pressure he must have been feeling as he stepped up to the line to take that shot.
Sometimes when all you need is a gold to win, sometimes it'll look like the side of a barn and then you can't miss it. Other times it'll look like a pinprick a mile away and you just can't see it.
It is 70 meters away, and it is not a very large target at all. It looks like it on TV. It's misleading watching it on.
Well, the size of the
Our
10 by
coverage.
itself is 12.2 centimeters in diameter. So if you're holding, I think it was a ballpoint pen at full arm's length, that's about the size of the target that we look at. And that's what we're trying to hit from 70 meters away.
Malave needed 9 to win and guarantee himself a bronze medal. Now he's going to have to go and work overtime if that's going to happen. 2 years ago in Belek, it was Crispin Duenas of Canada winning the bronze medal. 4 years ago in Torino, it was Brady Ellison. 2009 in Ulsan, Victor Ruban. Alan Willis of Great Britain got the job done and captured the bronze in Leipzig back in 2007. Who will it be in 2015 here in Copenhagen?
It all comes down to one arrow.
And the heart's beating fast. Furukawa Takaharu with a 10.
There's a 10. Great shooting. He'll be happy with that. And you can see he's pumped. But it is beatable.
It's got to be closer to the center of the target. Not even close. The
quite.
bronze medal goes to Furukawa Takaharu, who was this close to going home empty-handed.
Very much so. He was trailing 4-2 at the end of the third set. Managed to pull it back all the way to a shoot-off. It was unfortunate that it ended up going to the shoot-off because the Venezuelan shooter had the chance to shut out the match with a gold.
Well, there's the thrill of victory right there for Furukawa Takaharu. That's the thrill of victory. For Elias Malave, it's the agony of defeat. He was so close, and yet it slipped away.
The one that got away, just a little bit further out, just like his last two shots were both 8s.